Hi, so we're looking at songs from Luke, the abridged version, and we're looking at the second alto part. So the piece begins with an overture, which is piano, and the overture is not particularly long, and halfway through the overture, the chorus join in. So we're looking at bar 27, the upbeat into bar 28. So hopefully you've got the score in front of you. Now you recognise this tune, I would think. It's the tune of O Come, Emmanuel, and we're going to sing in Latin. I'm going to start on an E. Veni, veni, oriens, solare nos adveniens, noctis de belle nebulas, dirasque noctis tenebras. Then you have a few bars where it's just the piano, and then you'll hear a low octave E on the piano, and then an even lower octave E, and then the conductor will bring you in to sing Amen. And the men of Amen has got a pause over it. And that whole section you're singing in unison with everybody else in the chorus. So this is Fanfares Resound. Now we don't go straight from the overture to Fanfares Resound. There's going to be somebody being a narrator in between, so listen out for that. Fanfares Resound starts with tenor soloist, a little bit of soprano soloist. I don't think it's going to be too tricky to work out when you come in. You'll hear the tenor sing very strongly, a son named John, and at that point the piano music changes. Before that, the piano music was maybe a little bit more serious, but where it says cheerfully, so bar 68, which is where you get the John, it becomes much more upbeat and jolly. So we come in at bar 71. Now we're in unison with the sopranos for some of this, but not for all of this. Okay, so at 71, here's what we're going to sing. Fanfares resound, announcing restoration. And that is in unison with the sopranos. Okay, so don't worry too much if you're struggling with the top note. Let them do that bit. Okay, so then the men are going to sing their fanfares resound, announcing restoration as a kind of echo. And then after that, bar 75, have a little bit of piano. Then the men come back in and they sing, John will pave the King's Road with his life. Now listen out for that because it's going to give us our note. So they're going to sing King's Road with his life. And that life is a C sharp. And we start on a C sharp. So King's Road with his life. And we go, John will unfurl that. Okay. King's Road with his life. John will unfurl that. And the John will unfurl that is in unison again with the soprano. So again, don't worry too much about the E. If you're struggling with that, you don't have to sing it too loudly. Okay. And after the John will unfurl that, that's where we divide off from the sopranos. Okay. So we're going to John will unfurl that crim. So the crim is on the same note as the that. So John will unfurl that crim. Okay, whereas the sopranos will go off to some soaring note up in the sky somewhere. Okay, John will unfurl that crim. Okay, John will unfurl that crimson carpet. Try again. John will unfurl that crimson carpet. And then tenors and basses sing a little bit. And then we come back in and here we're in unison with the sopranos again. And we sing, turning hearts towards the light, towards the light. Okay. Now in terms of the turning hearts, the men sing turning hearts towards the light, but we don't wait for them to finish their light before we come in. So we sort of interrupt them. So they go turning hearts towards the, turning hearts towards the. So that's bars 81. They're doing the turning hearts towards the, turning hearts. So we interrupt them. We just come in, bang on the beginning of bar 82, even though they haven't finished their sentence. Okay, so if we go from where we come in again, turning hearts towards the light, towards the light, turn hearts towards the light. That's our bit. So that's bar 85 is where we split off from the sopranos again. They'll be soaring up in the sky again. So after, sorry, light, light, turn hearts. So light, turn hearts. Okay, although you need to hold on your hearts rather longer than I did. I didn't do very well there. So we'll go back to the turning hearts, which is bar 82. Turning hearts towards the light, towards the light, turn hearts towards the light. Okay, and then the next bit is pretty similar to what we had earlier. So 84, 85, 86, 87, 88. I think it might actually be identical. So bar 88. Fanfares resound, announcing restoration. Then the men sing their echo, a little bit of piano. Then the men sing, John will pave the King's Road with his life. King's Road with his life. So again, they're giving us the C sharp. John will unfold that crimson carpet, turning hearts towards the light, towards the light, turn hearts towards the light. Okay. Then we have some baritone solo, some alto solo, some violin solo. We come back in at bar 159. Same kind of idea again. I think the words are very slightly different. Fanfares resound, announcing restoration. Then the men sing their echo, little bit of piano. The men this time, John will speed the feet of he who comes. Feet of he who comes. But again, they're giving us the C sharp very kindly. So here we go. John will unfold that crimson carpet. All eyes turn. I've got page turn here. You might not have because I haven't got the proper scores. Turn towards the dawn, towards the dawn, turning towards the dawn. Okay, then a little bit of piano, then it's us again. Fanfares resound, announcing restoration, which brings us to about 180. So then that's the men coming back in with their echo. There's some violin going on as well there, a little bit more piano. And then we have John will speed the feet of he who comes, which is the men again. That's the feet of he who comes, which gives us our entry for bar 186. We're going to come in with John will unfold that crimson carpet. Okay. Then the men sing all eyes turn towards that. And we do all eyes turn towards the. Okay, so this is bar 189. All eyes turn towards the dawn, towards the dawn, all eyes turning towards the dawn. There might be a little bit of a rit at the end, I'm not sure. Okay, second altos. So after your fanfares resound, you've got oodles of time where you can just sit and enjoy listening to everybody else. There's lots of solos and things. But we're going to need to figure out when we're going to come back in. So I just want to play you something that's going to happen at bar 929, just so you can listen out for it and you can sort of peg something on it, if you see what I mean. So the tenor solo is going to sing Dawn Approaches, and it's going to sound like this. Okay, listen again. So this is 929, bar 929. Dawn approaches. Okay, and then very soon after that, the piano is going to play a really high chord, and on your score it will say very long pause, and I'm hoping it really will be a very, very long pause. And again, that will flag up to you, we're about to come in. Okay, and then very helpfully the piano is going to give you the notes that you need. So it's giving the notes for each part. It's going to sound like this. Okay, now you second altos start on an E, so a low E, that one. So it's actually the first note of that little section, and then you'll hear it again at the end. Okay. So that's going to be your note to come in on. And so here we are at bar 938, and you're going to sing this. Okay. Ribbons, ribbons of crystal light, softly still night's final shade. So just watch out for that, because on the ribbons of crystal light, okay, crystal stays on the same note, and then you go down on light, whereas on final shade, you're going final shade. So it's very slightly different. So let's try again from 938, and I'll go all the way through to the end of that section. Okay, so here's your starting note. Ribbons, ribbons of crystal light, softly still night's final shade. Ribbons, ribbons of crystal light, softly still night's final shade. And the whole thing is marked P for piano, which means quiet. And that's quite important because all of the chorus women will be singing, but we also have a baritone solo and a tenor solo singing at that point, and we want them to be heard. And really, I want them to be heard without them having to sing loudly. Okay, I want them to still be able to sing gently, but for it to come across. So you guys are really going to need to keep it down. Okay. Oh, and I should say that between bars 937 and 938, there's what's called a metric modulation. And don't worry about it, but what that means is that how long a crotchet lasts for is a bit different before that and after that. Now, just don't overthink it. Watch the conductor, follow the words, listen to what's going on around you, and you'll be fine, okay? So, moving on, the baritone solo is going to sing that we may walk our tomorrows in glades of tranquility, tranquility, and then we're going to sing tranquility. Now the baritone's last tranquility is very helpful because he sings tran on an E down here, and then quility on the G here. He goes tranquility, okay, which actually gives us our notes, because then we're going to start our tran on an E and quil is on the G. Okay, so let's try that bit. So we are 953, 954. So this is going from the last beat of 954. So we're listening to the baritone, and then we're going to do our bit. So here goes tranquility, tranquility. Okay, so take a big breath before that. And at that point, you're in unison with all the other sopranos and altos. second altos, it came upon a midnight clear. So at the beginning, it's the soprano solo. And then the rest of the chorus, the first and second sopranos and the first altos all come in, but we still don't come in. But what we're going to listen out for is the first altos, okay? And at 979, this is what they're going to sing. So not us, but them, which we're going to listen to. Through cloven skies with wings unfurled. Okay, that's an F. They're hammering out that F all the way through. So that was the F. And then we're going to come in with heavenly music floats o'er all the world. So listen again. So this is 979. This is not us, this is the first altos, but we're just listening to it. Through cloven skies with wings unfurled. Now us. Heavenly music floats o'er all the world. Okay, and then we're quiet for a bit and the others are going to sing above the plains on hovering wing. And again, let's listen to the first alto here. They're still hammering out that F. So at 989, they're going to be hovering wing. Okay, so they're hammering out that F and we get our C from it. We can jump down to the C. So hovering wing. Now this is us here. Or its people sounds angels sing. And the good news is that when we're doing it that time with the or its babel sounds angels sing, the first altos are actually in unison with us. They join us there. Okay. Now, then we get a bit of tenor solo. The tenor solo sings, "For lo, the days are hastening on by prophet bards foretold." The soprano soloist then joins them when with the ever circling years comes around the age of gold. So that's just tenor and soprano solos. Then you'll hear the soprano soloist sing when, and then we come in with the piece. Okay, so she sings when on her own, and then we all come in with piece. And for the first three notes, you're actually in unison with the first sopranos, the second sopranos, and the first altos. You're all doing this bit together, and then it divides off. So it's going to go peace or all. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Peace or all. So that's together with everybody. And then we're going to sing its ancient splendor. Apologies for the lack of B flat there. I'll try that again. Peace or all, its ancient splendor split. Let's try it again. Peace or all, its ancient splendor split. Once more. So this is 1003. Peace or all, its ancient splendor split. Okay, and that's it, because after that it's the soprano soloist and the tenor soloist again. Okay, so we're looking at the song of Simeon and Anna, and everybody is in unison at bar 1202. Okay, that's when the chorus next come back in. And again, it's like at the beginning, it's the familiar tune of O Come, Emmanuel, but we've got some new words here written by Helen Rongong. Okay, so they might scan slightly differently from what you're expecting. So this is how it's going to go. So this is bar 1202, the last beat, so the upbeat to 1203. That's our note. Okay. He is a light to lighten those who tread the deepest shadows, wandering the places where God's name, the places where God's name is ever told. Okay, and then you've got a little bit of piano, And then the conductor will bring you back in, bar 1, 2, 2, 4. So the upbeat to 1, 2, 2, 5. And it goes like this. He is a light burning for those lost in life's confusion. Lord, yeah, shouldn't have a page turn there. That doesn't help, does it? Let's try that again. So we'll go from for those lost. For those lost in life's confusion, lonely and abandoned, in earth's evolution of success. Okay, so let's try that bit again from 1, 2, 2, 4. Just watch out for where the lone of lonely comes in. It's maybe a little bit earlier than you think it's going to be. He is a light burning for those lost in life's confusion, lonely and abandoned, in earth's evolution of success. Okay? So altos, we're getting very near the end now. So we're going to look at bar 1, 3, 7, 8. Now here you're singing with the basses, they're your friends. You're moving together just an octave apart, okay? So your starting note is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and Hallelujah, come and greet your King. Should we try that again? Okay, so from 1, 3, 7, 8. Here's your starting note. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Hallelujah, come greet your King. Good. I'm not sure whether the previous time I might have sang come and greet your King. I always seem to end up doing that. It's supposed to be come greet. That's what the poem said, that it's based on, just come greet your King. Okay, so after that bit, then the tenor soloist sings et regnabit in Domo Jacob in Aeternum, and then the sopranos sing in Aeternum, and then we sing in Aeternum. So let's go from the 4/4 bar, so 1, 3, 9, 3, and I'll sing the soprano part as well. Okay, so this is the beginning of bar 1, 3, 9, 3. 1, 2, 3. In Aeternum, in Aeternum. Let's try that again. Okay, actually we could go back, I could play you what the tenor's going to do. So the tenor's going to do et regnabit in Domo Jacob in Aeternum, in Aeternum, in Aeternum. Okay, and then we're going to get the sopranos are going to sing